Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you another one of my collection videos, and this one's going to be all about bronzers. So every single bronzer that I have, I'm going to be sharing it with you, I'm going to be swatching it with you and telling you which ones are my favorite, which one I use the most and all that stuff. It is spring and summer's coming up, so I know that bronzers are like really in right now. I really like them. And I have more than I thought I did. But I do have two little drawers where I keep my single bronzers in, and then I also have a few little palettes that have some of my favorite bronzers in them. So I'm going to be sharing with you every single one of them. First off, I'm going to show you one of my favorite drugstore bronzers. This one is the E.L.F. Healthy Glow bronzers in the color Sunkissed. It is Sunkissed, right? Yeah, Sunkissed. And I don't think E.L.F. has a lot of single bronzers, so it's pretty easy to find. It does look more on the golden side, but I just really like it. It's one of the most prettiest bronzers ever. But this is the way that it swatches, and it's so nice. It does have like an iridescent type look to it because it's not just golden. I don't know, it looks a little pinkish peachy at times, different angles, but it's very pretty and it doesn't come off too much. Like, you can build it up, but it looks really nice. The other E.L.F. bronzer that I have is actually a powder, but I use it as a bronzer just because it's super dark for me. This one is in the color light beige, and considering it is a light beige color, it is pretty dark, so I just use it as a matte bronzer whenever I want some. This one you can also build it up because it doesn't swatch very dark. But whenever you apply it, of course, on the face, it just looks a little different. I'm going to have close-ups just so you can see a little bit close-up because I don't know if you can tell the color, the exact color from far away. So this one, I like to use it whenever I want a matte bronzer look. Instead of something shimmery, I just want some color to my skin, but not something with any glitter in it. Did I repeat the same thing twice? Probably. Alright, the next one is this one by Too Faced, and it's another very nice bronzer, but this one is a deluxe size. Yeah, deluxe size, because I believe the other ones are... Yeah, this was the Chocolate Soleil. Oh, so they're both the same. Yeah, this one is a sample size, but it is pretty big. I don't think I've used it ever because I have this one. Let me just, no, yeah, it's brand new, but it is the same one. I just have it in here just whenever I run out of this one, which this one has a lot. They're the same thing though, so I'm not going to swatch this one. I'll go ahead and just swatch this one that I have. This one, like I said, it's Chocolate Soleil, and it's in the color Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, and let's swatch it with this finger. So it is a lot darker than the E.L.F. one. Obviously, this one is medium deep. The other one was light to medium. But it's a very nice matte bronzer. And I used to use this all the time. I haven't reached for it at all, but it is one of my favorites. This one is the Tarte one. This one's called Park Avenue Princess, and it is the one that I'm wearing today. So I do really like it. It's really nice, and it has a little bit of sparkle to it, or a little bit of shimmer to it. It reminds me, though, of the E.L.F. one. Do you see the resemblance a little bit? And it even swatches very similar. They're both a light, like a light bronzer with shimmer. But I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one so you can see what I'm talking about. And this one does look a tad bit darker, I guess, in the swatch, but honestly, once you put it on, they look exactly the same. So if you're looking for a dupe to the Tarte Avenue Princess, I would say pick up the E.L.F. one. The first one I showed you, Sunkissed. So just pick up the E.L.F. one, the Sunkissed one. So this one's not a powder at all. This is a bronzer, but I use it as a contouring stick. It's just in my bronzer drawers. This one, I did get it in my Mimi box. It is by Mimi box. It's called I'm Multi-Stick. It's called I'm Multi-Stick, and I'm almost 100% sure that the box said bronzer, which is why I have that in my mind, but I use it as a contouring stick just because it works with me, it works with my skin tone, and I don't feel like it's too orangey for that at all. I feel like it's a good color for that, so I'll go ahead and swatch it. To me, it's just a perfect contouring stick. I don't know, I love it. I use it all the time whenever I want to do cream contour. This is a very good product. These two, oh, I love Makeup Revolution. Have you seen Makeup Revolution at Ulta? Take a good look because you'd really like these. These two are the Vivid Baked Bronzers, and they have about 4. I'm sure they have about 4. 3 or 4. I'll find out. But they're so inexpensive. They're $6 each, or 5. Are they 5 or 6? I'm so lost. I know it's because they have blushes that are also inexpensive. But I think these are $6, and I have Rock On World and Ready to Go. I'm not 100% sure if drugstores carry Makeup Revolution, but Ulta does on the drugstore side. So it's from Ulta, but it's not a high-end brand. This one is, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. This one is Rock on World, and it's the darker one. It is more on the orangey side, but I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the way that it swatches. Like, so easily. It has so much pigmentation. Like, you have to be very careful when applying it because it can go crazy really fast. So those are those swatches. It's this one up here on top. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other one. This one is the lighter bronzer. And like I said, this one is called Ready to Go, and it's one of the lighter ones. So there's my swatch on my finger. And this one, you can tell the big difference between the one I swatched at first and this one. It is a big difference, but the formula is the same. The pigmentation, again, it's like very pigmented. It does show up, so you gotta be careful. Even though it's light, you still have to be careful. And both of these have a shimmery finish, but it's beautiful. I really, really like it. So cleaning off my fingers here, I am going to show you this one. This one is called Flaun Beauty, and I think I've mentioned this one to you guys before. Now I'm trying to remember. I've never filmed a bronzer video, so where did I mention it? I don't know, but this one's in the color Tanned, and I actually got this from my sister. She gave it to me for my birthday or Christmas or something like that, like years back. Maybe not that long, but still, it's been a while, and I hardly ever use it, but I still really like it, and I don't get rid of it just because I do use it from time to time. It does have a little bit of shimmer, and it is super pigmented. And let's see. I feel like I say that about every bronzer, but as far as all of these, they are very pigmented. They all show up. So there it is. It looks mainly matte, but it does have a little bit of shimmers in it. I wish I could tell you more information on this, but, well, I mean, it's called Flaun Beauty Colored Tanned. So I guess that's the only information I can give, whatever is on the product. Next up is the Lorac Tantalizer. Now, the full size is huge, but this one is the deluxe size, I guess it's called, or sample size. No, it's not a sample size. It's a deluxe size. This one is the Baked Bronzer. I don't think it has a different name besides Tantalizer. Oh, I just broke it. Okay, we'll fix that right now. And I really like it. I remember whenever I first started wearing like makeup from Sephora, I went and I got my very first foundation from there. Was it? Yeah, I ran out of my MAC one, and I went because I wanted a full coverage foundation, and I wasn't gonna go to Macy's because I don't remember. But either way, I went and they gave me the Kat Von D foundation, which was nothing compared to the MAC one. It was just super thick and all that stuff. But anyways, the girl recommended me to try this bronzer, and she applied it, and it was like, what? I had never used bronzer before, and I was like, I have to take it, you know? So I got the small one at the time, and I still have a lot of it, which, by the way, this was like, maybe I should throw this away. This was like 3 years ago, but I guess that was when I first started. No, it couldn't have been 3 years ago. I don't remember when it was, but that was whenever I first started buying makeup at Sephora. So anyways, this one is, let's see, I'll swatch it up here. There it is right there, and it looks a little pinky, a little bit of peachy pinky. It doesn't look like that on the packaging at all, but it does look like that in the light. So there we go. Let's try to fix this though before I move on. Oh, I guess I had broke it before. It was already broken. Okay. I thought I had messed it up right now. Okay, let me remove these swatches because I'm not going to be able to swatch. I guess I'll swatch it on this hand. We'll just have two hands swatched. This one is an E.L.F. Golden Bronzer, and it looks like a highlighter. I have used these two colors as highlighter before, but I've never mixed them at all. You know what? No, I've never mixed them at all. I have used this one as bronzer just with a small brush, but these two I have used as highlight, and I do like it. But let's just show you a mixture of all of them, even though I've never seen it. But there we go. It's very powdery though. I wouldn't say it's a favorite because I don't use it as often or almost never. But that's the swatch to it. It's very light. I guess it just depends. Of course, it depends on which colors you choose. You know how dark it'll get. If you choose the two dark colors, it's going to be a little darker. But when you mix it, this is the way that it looks. I've never seen it before. Well, I had never seen it mixed up before, and I've never used it like that before. It's not one of my favorites just because I don't really reach for it. And, you know, I don't have I haven't used it like to tell you, oh, it lasts all day or whatever. All right, so this one is another bronzer. This one is the Tarte Brazilians. It's a self tanner, and I have it in here. I got it in one of my orders. I don't know, I've never used it, I don't think. This one is the Becca Afterglow palette, and this is a palette with highlighters in here, or highlights, you know. But and you know, these blushes, I'm pretty sure, yeah, mineral blush, shimmering skin perfector, whatever. The reason why I'm showing it to you is because I use this one on top of my bronzers or alone, and I really like it. Most of the time I use it on top of a bronzer, and it makes it very shimmery and that nice glowy look. So that's why I'm showing you this little thing, but it's kind of a highlighter. You know, it's not even called, it just says shimmering skin perfector pressed powder, so it just has a lot of shimmer in it, and to me it's more on the golden side. It's too dark for me to use it as a highlight, I think. I don't remember, maybe I've used it like that, I don't know, but either way I use it on top of my bronzers, and that's how I know that I like it. That's what I like using that color for. Again, with the Makeup Revolution, because I really like the brand. I bought this palette a while back when it was one of the first products that I bought from them. I was so impressed because you get so many options, and I'm pretty sure this palette was $10. You get so many options. You get 2 baked bronzers, and the rest, you know, some are matte, some have shimmer in it. You can use whichever one you want. You get one that's more on the orangey side, which I like because sometimes you want something more warm. So, you know, you have that option. You choose from shimmery, or you can even choose from this matte one and some light ones. So I really love this palette. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time, and I really like the baked bronzers too. It has a nice glow to it. So that palette is a must-have. You must get it. This last one is the Real Cheeky palette, and even though I don't reach for it at all, I do like the Hoola bronzer in here. I do reach for it. I just don't reach for it that much. And it's this one right here, and it is a matte bronzer, which is very pretty and pretty popular. I think you guys have heard of it. Well, let me use the other finger. The other finger and the other hand. Did you see me wipe it on my jeans? I so did that. Okay. My hands were clean already. Okay, but yeah, you can't really see it on my hand at all, pretty much. It's not there. But it is a very light matte powder, so I wouldn't say that it works with a lot of people just because it's very, very light, but it is matte. It's nice. It does work with my skin tone, but I don't reach for it that much. As you can tell, I use the blushes a little bit more, especially this one. I like it. I like this palette. I should use it more often. I should make more tutorials. I haven't done a tutorial in a long time. That's going to be one of my videos soon, I'm sure. And this hair tutorial, like how I curl my hair. A lot of you guys have asked me if I could do a video on how I curl my hair, and I use a hair wand or a curling wand, and yeah, I'll do a video on it for sure. Okay, so those are all the bronzers that I own. These are all the ones that I'm going to be wearing this spring and summer. Honestly, I haven't bought any makeup, zero. I haven't bought anything, and I don't really plan on it that much just because I feel like I have a lot of things that I need to use up. I've never even showed you the Lorac palette, the nudes palette that I got, the last one, maybe my last review, I don't even know, but I never showed you a tutorial on it either, and it's brand new, and I still use it a lot, and I love it. They're the perfect spring summer bronzy colors, so I do want to do a tutorial on that. I want to do a tutorial on different looks. I just haven't done any tutorials. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section what type of videos you would like to see from me. I want to do whatever you want to watch. So I mean, if you like, I don't know, just tell me what you like to see, and I'll do those videos. Let me know in the comment section what you would like to see next, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.